Well, 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 isn't this becoming a habit? Whenever you and I are on a mission, my dear, it always seems there's a keyboard involved, isn't there? The first time it was you using it, the second time it was me, and this third time, it's this guard here. Hmm. Say hello to the guard, darling. The spy version.
Please, don't shoot. I don't want any trouble.
Oh, look. They're positively shaking in their boots. I think you're intimidating them. Well, yes, I suppose it could be because we're aiming our pistols at them. But you can be quite fearsome sometimes. It's that look in your eye, I think. Terrifying. Why, if I hadn't had a gun trained on you the first time we met, I think I'd have been just as scared as our friend here is now. Speaking of which, step to the side, please, my friend. My associate here needs to disarm these nukes before they launch. Something they've gotten very good at, I should add. But they do need you to step out of the way. Thank you. Have at it, dear. It's all yours. Now, my friend, while they're busy, why don't we have ourselves a little chat?
What about?
It's been my experience now that every time one of these launch site consoles is getting used, it's by a secret agent working for one organization or another. So, tell the truth. We wouldn't happen to be on the same side, would we? Be honest. You wouldn't want my friend over there interrogating you. Trust me, you don't. Think of this as one of those cliche cop shows, but with secret agents. I'm the good cop, and they are certainly the bad cop. So, you really don't want to be interrogated by them. And I say that from experience.
I'm not a secret agent.
You're not a secret agent? That sounds like something a secret agent would say. But also something a regular guard would say. It's quite hard to tell. Darling, what do you think? Yes, I think they're a regular guard as well. A secret agent would have probably tried to escape by now. Well, yes, I know I didn't, but that's because I knew I was talking to you, my dear. I knew I was in safe hands. Relatively, anyway. Now, my friend, since we've confirmed you're not a secret agent, I think it's best that...
I'm sorry. Are you two together?
Are we together? Are we together? Me and my friend here? Yes, of course we're together. We're partners, whatever do you mean?
No, I mean together.
How on earth did you know that? Maybe it's because you're a secret agent after all. Maybe a rival? Maybe here to launch the nukes and blame someone else, yes? No? How did you know then?
Well, you keep calling them darling and dear.
Ah, yes, that makes sense. Quite the clever one, aren't you? Darling, I quite like this guard. I think we should keep him. Perhaps train him up and make our little pairing a trifecta? What do you think? They're not a fan of that.
I mean, they did just point a gun at me.
Oh, don't take it personally, my friend. They almost shot me on our second date. Granted, I did hold a gun at them on our first and knocked them unconscious. But I didn't actually shoot them. Also, I did leave them tied up in an enemy base, but that's not the same as being shot at, is it?
You're a weird couple.
Oh, what do you know? Some couples meet in the supermarket, some meet in an enemy missile base and tie each other up. Different strokes for different folks. That does bring me to my next course of action, though, friend. You see, me and my partner over there, you've been quite lucky getting us. We're not assassins. At least, not in the moment. Your death isn't a part of this game, see? Which means we're going to let you live. Granted, you'll be tied up and no doubt take the blame for letting us destroy the missiles, but I think that's a small price to pay, really. Most agents would probably have just snapped your neck while you were typing. A bit too brutal, I think. No doubt you agree. So, being tied up it is. Would you prefer cuffs or rope? My darling over there didn't get the choice you're getting. Though I can't quite remember which one I picked. Cuffs, rope? I might have gotten them mixed up. Anyway, pick one. Quickly.
I suppose I'll take the cuffs.
Good choice, good choice. Much less chance of friction burns. Thank you for making it easy. I really appreciate it. Now, if you'll just stay still. Oh, hello, darling. What seems to be the problem? Really? They've upgraded the security. Well, that's a bit of a pickle, isn't it? Did you manage to get around it, or are we going to have to shoot it again? Oh, you've set the missiles to detonate. Not the nuclear version, surely. Oh, okay, that's fine. Not sure we could have outrun that on our speeder bikes. A normal explosion shouldn't be too bad. Oh, but wait a second. Wouldn't that still wipe out the base? Well, what about our friend here?
Yeah, what about me?
I thought we weren't going to do that sort of thing. Oh, don't give me that look. You know I'm a softie. Set the alarms. Let's give these people a fighting chance at least. They'll be going to prison for the rest of their lives anyway. That's a much more fitting punishment. Please? For me? Thank you. Now for the guard. I'm afraid you'll have to come with us, friend. Probably not your first choice, but come on. I promise we don't bite. No, I don't, anyway. Why is everyone giving me evil glares at the moment? Now, do you want to live or not?
Of course I want to live.
That's what I thought. Now come along, you two. First one to the speeders gets to ride on the back seat. There. Believe it or not, I'm starting to get used to these sprints. I'm not saying I'm enjoying it, but a little bit of cardio never hurt anybody, did it, darling? Lovely work today. I was very impressed. And, oh, there it is. What a beautiful sight. Too bad out of all the gadgets and gears we're carrying, none of us are carrying a camera.
Actually, I have a camera.
They let guards carry those? Well, could you take a photo of me and my partner here with the explosion behind us? I suppose that'll be your way of repaying us for letting you live.
Yeah, sure.
Just let us pose and... Perfect. Can we see it? We're not the most photogenic couple, are we, darling? Though I suppose it could be worse. Yes, Yes. The explosion adds 10 pounds. You're absolutely right. Obviously, we'll be taking that camera off of you, my friend. We are secret agents, after all. Can't have you posting our faces on social media or anything like that. But, in return, you can have my speeder. A fair trade, and it's the only way you'll survive these temperatures anyway.
And how will you get away?
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm more than happy to ride on the back of my darling speeder over there. I did come first in our little foot race, after all. I was keeping track amid all that running. So, off you go, my friend. Try not to join any more terrorist organizations. They never really end well for the people involved in them. Say goodbye, darling. Not the spy version. Definitely not that way. Just a general, regular goodbye will do. You were joking? I'm not flustered. It's just cold.
Yeah. You two are a weird couple.
Look at them go. Do you think he'll actually listen to my advice? No. Me neither. Still, it's a nice thought, isn't it? You know what would be funny? If we ran into him again at the next base we hit. Oh, yes, I bet he'd love that. Thank you for not killing him, darling. I know you don't really mind that sort of thing, but it's nice to keep pretending we're the good guys, isn't it? Yeah, I hope it lasts a while. Who knew disarming nukes could be so much fun? Especially when you're doing it with someone you care about, Now, what do you say we get out of here, I'm quite looking forward to the ride back. You'll be driving, of course, and the thought clinging to you on the back of a speeder does give me a bit of enthusiasm while we're running from explosions. I won't lie. I dare say it almost doubles my speed. But, really, there's not any real reason to stay now, is there? After all, the day is saved, the missile's blown, our work's done, isn't it? And I, for one, am sick of standing around in the cold. I want to get home and enjoy a nice, warm bubble bath with the one I love. Oop. I almost said something there, didn't I? But I didn't. Maybe I was about to say I loathe. I lord over. Perhaps the one I long to, um, all right. You got me. I love you, darling. I didn't think I'd ever be able to say that again. But I can to you, because I know we're on the same side. From now until forever. There is no one I'd rather have at my side when I'm saving the world. Now let's go home. Hey there, cupcakes. Look at you, still hanging out listening to this at the end. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your attention. Thank you to Clockwork Imp for that fabulous voice. I do kind of love his voice. I'd like to thank GoldenProxy for giving me a little sneak peek at this story, because I really did like it. So thank you, GoldenProxy. And thank you Okay, I'm not even going to say their names. I didn't see everyone who was listening yesterday while I actually recorded this because I was too afraid to listen. What happened is in my server, I'm trying to get accustomed to speaking in front of people because it was way too much drama for me to jump into that live stream this weekend. So I recorded in front of some of the people in my server, and I just closed the server. I started streaming it, and I closed it so I wouldn't see who was listening. And then when I opened it, I saw a whole bunch of PFPs, and it kind of startled me. And so, but thank you to all of the people. I can think of a lot who are there, but not everyone because I was frankly afraid to look. So thank you guys for being there and for being such good cheerleaders. And you all are. You are. Wow. You know what? I've been a woman on the internet for a very long time, and people are not always kind to women on the internet. You guys have been so exceptionally sweet. And thank you. You are a bunch of good fucking eggs, man. You are good guys. And that's impressive because there are so many of you now. Holy moly. And that is including Rodney Cunningham, who just joined my Patreon. Thank you, Rodney. And of course, it takes good eggs to make good bakers and good pound cakes. So thank you to Tiny the Taxman, the FPS player, Tatum Rosalie, Meryl, Inline Flaws, Mr. Rickles, Anin, Nick, Always Able, Lion in Winter, Infinite Moon, Old Bean UK, Kaluba Bear, Forces, the Spiky Llama, Cody, Artlow, Vicious Rowan, Pierce Tailish, Jake C, that one other Jake, Bellamy, Tom Berry Shuffle, and Kaleopa'a. You sweet, 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 sweet treat, you. Thank you, everybody. I hope you will be as good to yourselves as you are to me. I will talk to you tomorrow.